Have you ever stopped to think how much, radically, our world has changed, even just in the last, say, 20 years? Technology's not just moving forward, it's like completely reshaping how we live and work.
It really is. Everything's shifting.
Yet, you walk into a lot of schools today, and the basic way we teach, the actual methods, they look surprisingly similar to how they did maybe 100 years ago.
That's a striking point, isn't it? The contrast.
It really makes you ask, how do we actually bring education into this century in a way that genuinely grabs modern students and, crucially, empowers our teachers?
Well, that's exactly the problem Campus XR seems designed to tackle. And looking through the sources, it really offers a compelling path forward.
Okay.
See, Campus XR isn't just, another app or gadget. It's this really well thought out platform combining virtual reality, the immersive side, with smart AI.
VR and AI. Okay.
Yeah, and the goal is pretty clear. Really boost how education is delivered and get students way more engaged. So in this deep dive, we'll explore how it does that, why updating education is so critical now, and importantly, how it could actually help teachers maybe lighten their load a bit.
Absolutely. We've gone through quite a bit of material on Campus XR, and you're right, it quickly becomes obvious this isn't just superficial tech, it feels like a genuinely transformative tool.
It has that potential, definitely.
So we're going to unpack what we found, some surprising things actually, and what it could mean for you listening. Let's start with the students, because that seems to be where the most immediate kind of wow factor is with Campus XR. The sources kept saying it's designed using ideas from the games industry. What is it about that makes it stick with students? Why did they keep coming back?
That's a great question. And it's because it's not just slapping points onto lessons,
Yeah.
It's deeper. It uses core game design thinking, things like letting stories emerge, helping students master skills step by step, giving them real choices.
Right, actual game mechanic.
Exactly. And that shifts why they learn. It's not just for a grade. It becomes something they want to do. Intrinsic motivation. That's the key for keeping them hooked long term. So they're not just using it, they're properly immersed. And that boosts their focus, their engagement, and you see it in their progress. It's so different from just sitting and listening, which can feel, well, pretty passive sometimes.
Or irrelevant.
Or irrelevant, exactly. Campus XR gives them these immersive, interactive, really personalized experiences, and the feedback from students themselves is pretty loud and clear. They love it. They say it's better. It fits them more. It feels more relevant than, the old ways.
And you can totally see why when you look at the specific VR spaces, like the dorm room. It's described as this personal one-on-one space.
Yeah, your own virtual space to learn at your own speed.
And the AI tutor bot in there sounds fascinating. It helps without judging, and it changes the pace based on how the student's doing.
That's right. It uses AI to figure out if you need more help or if you're ready for a bigger challenge. It's trying to keep you in that perfect learning zone, the flow state, not too bored, not too stressed.
Like a personal coach.
Kind of, yeah. And we heard about the language tutor bot specifically, apparently. Students who were maybe a bit shy really built up confidence practicing with the AI. They picked up vocabulary really fast in that private, supportive setting.
That makes sense. Less pressure.
Exactly. That adaptability, it's driven by some pretty smart algorithms, natural language processing. It makes for this really focused, almost hyper-learning state. The AI isn't just giving answers, it's encouraging, sometimes even a bit funny. Keeps them locked in without feeling overwhelmed. It's just worlds away from a textbook.
Okay, then there's the quad environment. This sounds wild. A big open field where teachers can just conjure up huge 3D models, like a dinosaur.
A life-size Spinosaurus or a NASA space shuttle, yeah. Huge scale.
Wow. And students use jetpacks to fly around them.
Yep, so they can see these massive things from every angle, get a real feel for the size that you absolutely cannot get from a 2D picture.
No way. That sense and scale must be incredible.
It's not just cool, though. That immersion, that spatial understanding, it changes how they process and remember things. It taps into spatial memory.
Ah, okay.
And there's another smart feature there, the AI tagger. Students can just point at something.
Like point at the shuttle's engine.
Exactly. And up pops relevant curriculum-linked info, and those facts get saved to their profile, used later in little quizzes or games. So the teacher sees tangible proof they're learning right then and there.
Okay, so it's engaging and providing evidence. That addresses that need to make learning exciting with tech, not just facts on a page.
Spot on. Moving beyond just memorizing things.
And what about the time machine? Bringing history to life sounds amazing.
And interacting with AI characters, a soldier, a pharaoh, For students maybe not naturally into history, it creates this intense focus. Those textbook pages suddenly become real, interactive places.
That must leave a huge impression.
A deep, emotional, memorable impression. Way more than just reading about it. Talking even to an AI pharaoh, it doesn't just give facts, it can spark empathy, make them curious to find out more on their own. They become active explorers of the past, learning by doing.
Right, and for revision. Usually the worst part for students, there's knowledge shift. A laser tag quiz game.
Yeah, this one sounds really popular. Basically laser tag, but if you get tagged, you answer a multiple choice question on the topic you're revising.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It is. It's competitive, engaging. It embeds the facts while they're just having a good time. So revision becomes something they actually choose to do, not something they put off.
Making revision fun. That's quite a trick.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's the overall effect. You see all these different environments, the personal dorm, the huge quad, the time machine, the quiz game. They create these focused, hyper-learning states.
Hyper-learning?
Yeah. States where students are incredibly engaged, absorbing information deeply, remembering it better because it's active, it's enjoyable. It's fundamentally changing how they learn by making it exciting, which is exactly what's needed to modernize education.
Okay, so that's the student side. Clearly powerful. But how does it all work? What's the tech making this happen? It's not just VR, you said.
No, it's a clever mix. You've got VR, obviously, as the main interface, the thing that pulls you in.
Right, the immersive part.
Then you have AI as the brain. Really, it's driving the content, making it dynamic, making sure it lines up with the curriculum. Think about the AI tutors responding naturally, or even AI generating new environments based on what a teacher asks for. Plus, it handles personalizing everything, matching the difficulty, tapping into student interests, giving them a challenge, but not too much.
And there's a web portal, too.
Yeah.
For teachers.
Yep, a secure web portal. That's kind of the mission control for teachers. They configure lessons there, manage their students, access all the tools easily.
Okay.
And it's all backed by a cloud database that tracks student progress, points they score in games, essential for seeing how everyone's doing, who might need more help, who's flying ahead.
Got it. So VR, AI, web portal, cloud database, all working together.
Exactly. That cloud system helps with tracking and those gamified assessments we talked about. But the AI, it also does something really cool for teacher creativity.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
The AI Builder. This sounds pretty amazing. It lets teachers create completely new VR content, basically from scratch, just by talking to the AI.
Wait, just by talking to it?
Yeah. Describe what you want, a specific historical scene, a science concept, and it can generate the 3D models, the 360-degree environments needed to bring it to life in VR.
Wow. So as a teacher can imagine it, they can basically build it. That opens up, well, almost anything.
It's potentially limitless, right? An infinitely customizable learning experience. And this next point is really, really important, especially when we think about getting teachers on board.
Okay.
Campus XR wasn't designed in some tech lab in isolation. It was developed inside a school. Teachers and students were involved from the start, giving constant feedback.
So it was built with actual classroom needs in mind.
Precisely. That collaborative design means the features actually solve real problems teachers face, and crucially, it prioritizes making it easy for them to use. That's absolutely vital for adoption. It tackles their practical concerns head on.
That makes a huge difference. So, moving beyond just engagement, let's talk results. Learning outcomes. And, the big one, teacher workload. How does this platform help teachers see that students are actually learning and maybe make their jobs a bit easier?
Right, you need the outcomes. The platform gathers evidence of learning quite naturally, like we said. The AI tagger saves facts.
Feeds into assessments.
Exactly. In the 360 Cinema, teachers can pause a video, and the AI automatically creates multiple choice questions right from the spoken words to check understanding on the spot.
Instantly. Wow.
Yeah. Knowledge Shift, the game, is obviously tracking quiz performance. And then in the web portal, there's an AI quiz builder. Teachers can quickly generate personalized curriculum-linked quizzes. All this gives them clear data without piles of marking.
That's a huge time saver.
Yeah.
And efficient classroom management, content creation. How does it streamline that side of things? That's often where tech falls down for teachers.
It seems really focused on that. The web portal gives teachers access to ready-made lessons, loads of material they can just grab and use.
Lesson ready.
Or they can use the AI to generate custom content, even full lesson plans with step-by-step guides on using Campus XR effectively within that lesson. It's giving them the tool and the instructions, cutting down prep time.
And uploading their own stuff. Is that easy?
drag and drop images, videos, their own 3D models, music. They can personalize environments like the gallery or the 360 cinema really easily, so it's flexible, not just locked down.
That's good. Customization is key.
But maybe the most critical feature addressing a major teacher concern about VR is behavior management.
Oh, yes. Controlling a class in VR sounds challenging.
Well, Campus XR has built-in controls, lots of them. Teachers can lock student views, mute them, bring everyone back instantly, even assign virtual seats, all with a single click. They can manage up to 16 avatars at once.
One click to seat everyone.
Yeah. It gives them real control over the virtual classroom while still delivering this engaging lesson. That addresses a massive barrier, a big fear factor for teachers thinking about this kind of tech.
That's a genuine game changer for teacher confidence.
Absolutely. So when you put it together, it motivates students intrinsically, gives teachers clear proof of learning, and provides tools that genuinely reduce workload and stress. That's how you tackle the challenge of getting teachers excited about using it.
It makes their job easier and more effective at the same time.
Exactly. It's designed to be intuitive, purposeful. It directly addresses that need to incentivize teachers because it demonstrably helps them and improves student outcomes.
So let's zoom out again. The big picture. Why is this kind of change, VR, AI, in education, why is it so vital right now? You mentioned earlier, traditional methods haven't changed much in a century.
Right. While the world outside the classroom has completely transformed technologically, can we really expect today's kids who've grown up surrounded by interactive tech to be fully engaged by methods from 100 years ago?
Probably not.
We have to move with the times, use these powerful tools, adapt the old model. Today's students are just wired differently. They learn better. They're more motivated by exciting interactive tech than by, static textbooks. It's just how they operate.
And if education doesn't keep pace, are we really preparing them for the future? For work, for life?
That's the crucial question. The world needs adaptable, tech-savvy, critical thinkers. Sticking to outdated methods doesn't serve them well. Campus XR. Maybe it's not just an upgrade, maybe it's the catalyst we need to actually move the dial on education.
Yeah, move the dial. I like that.
And think about the cycle it creates. Engaged, happier students mean fewer behavior issues. That means less stress for teachers.
Right.
So learning becomes enjoyable, teaching becomes more rewarding, less of a constant struggle. It empowers teachers with tech that works for them, ensuring students aren't just learning facts, but really thriving and getting ready for what's next.
And accessibility. What if a school doesn't have VR for everyone?
Good point. Campus XR runs in 2D mode too, just on a laptop. So non-VR users can still join the same session, collaborate. Teachers can also run things from a laptop if they prefer, manage the class, monitor students, access resources. That flexibility is key for wider use.
Okay, that lowers the barrier to entry significantly. So wrapping this up, Campus XR sounds like it has genuinely transformative potential. It's not just about engaging students with cool VR, though it certainly does that incredibly well. Drawing on game design.
Making learning exciting, intrinsically motivating.
Right. But it also gives teachers powerful, easy-to-use tools. Tools to innovate, to track learning effectively, and crucially, to manage the classroom environment with confidence and control.
And it tackles that core challenge. How do you get teachers on board? By showing them it genuinely makes their complex job easier, less stressful, while boosting student success. It alleviates those burdens. It lets them harness this amazing tech to help students truly thrive, preparing them for the future in a way that feels relevant to them.
So maybe the final thought for you to ponder. What happens when that student joy of discovery perfectly aligns with teaching becoming easier and more effective? What new levels of learning could we unlock? How might that shift redefine education, not just what we learn, but how we learn for the next generation?